Hi everyone, I'm Mithila. I am a midfielder defender for Kemp FC. First major injury I got was during last KWL. It was the final game of the season, and I broke my left fibula. It honestly was just a fall that went wrong, and I landed badly and didn't expect to break a leg, but I literally broke a leg in that match. So yeah, that was the first major injury that I encountered. Yeah, I think I was in a cast for the first 6 weeks. That was a difficult moment because I had to scale back on all my activity, all my workouts, everything. And then getting back into rehab is just a question of reinitiating movement. And while the physical aspects of it are about you trying to get back on the field, I think there are a lot of things that happen to an athlete when they are injured. One is you lose a lot of mobility, you end up gaining a lot of weight. That has an effect on your mental health also. So I went through all of those things, and that was one of the biggest challenges that I had to overcome in my return to performance. So it took me about three to 4 months almost, including the period where I was completely immobilized in the cast, and then slowly reinitiating movement to running again, and then playing football. Right. But right after that, I decided to play IWL2 with Interkashi, and that's how I started playing football again. I mean, the feeling was pretty bleak. Like I've never broken a leg before or any bone in my body, so that felt really honestly bleak because I thought I was done for the rest of the season. Um, I still had some amount of hope because I had the right kind of medical support at the moment, and especially with Camp FC supporting me through the journey, all through with the X-rays, the medical checkups, etc. I think because I had that level of reassurance both from the medical staff and my loved ones, like my parents, my partner, the club, everyone. I think that's what helped me come out of it. So mental health was, in all honesty, very very bad. But as I started reinitiating movement, as I started running again, that helped me gain my confidence, especially when I was able to do a lot of the movements that I stopped being able to do because of the injury. So, right about 2 months or 3 months into rehab, I could do a lot of things again. But I think one thing that people don't really talk about is the ability to re enjoy yourself when you come from an injury. I think when you are injured and you're going through a rehab process, you can't really push too much. You need to load manage, and that's not something I'd initially done very well. While I did get back to movement right through my IWL2 season as well, I went through another injury because of compensation. So, because I hadn't completely recovered to the fullest extent, the other parts of my body started taking the load. So, my right knee took a lot of the load, and I developed patella tendinosis, and that was just a constantly painful process to go through. Like every day in the mornings I'd have pain, I'd climb stairs, I'd have pain, and it was just a constant battle of at what point of the day that I won't have pain in. And that's what actually affects the mental health more than the actual act of the injury itself. It's everything else that follows. So I think what helped me overcome it was the step by step process that RSF put me through. And I think having that load management in place, because I have a tendency to push myself too much sometimes, and that backfires. So I think I had the right support from the physios, from the club, from the SNC staff. So to have the gradual increase in my load is what really helped me get back to shape.
So when Mithila came to me right for the first session, she was not completely there. Uh, the type of movements I wanted her to do, she was not being able to do it because of her existing injuries. And plus, Mithila, apart from this, she has her career. Like she does, she has a professional life. She lives alone, and it's not easy. When you have to cook your own food, clean your own clothes, take care of your own self, and you don't have anybody, and plus you have an injury, and plus you live alone, plus you have to work. It's never easy to do that. Uh, and Yeah, it has been a tough process for Mithila as well, because there were signs where she was recovering, and then as soon as she went into a tournament, she used to come back to where she was. She used to recover and come back to where she was. So her graph was very dicey to deal with because it was getting better and coming back to where it was, getting better, coming back to where it was. Uh, but during this time, I only told her one thing, that whatever is asked for you to do, you just do that. And the only thing she had to take care was of load, of managing her load on SNC and managing her load in the match. And I'm not sure if she's done it perfectly, but there's proof that she's done it somewhere right, because she has played the entire KWL with very little niggles around her leg. So that's a good sign.
I think mental health wise, I don't know. I think the primary aspect of it was to talk to people. I think to lean on people who can actually help you. The initial phases, I kept a lot of my problems to myself, and that definitely did not help. Eventually, I got help for sports psychology sessions also with Nudge Sports, and that's been helping a lot. The initial instinct is to give up, right? Because it's so exhausting to have to come back injury after injury, and nobody talks about how much stress you're actually going through, and not just physically but also mentally, how much load you're taking in terms of a day to day. Because I manage a career, I live by myself, and a lot of things change when you're doing everything by yourself, and also taking care of your physical and mental health, both as an athlete and somebody with a professional life, right? So that felt bleak. I really thought that I was coming close to the end of my career, but I think to actually have people to knock sense into me, saying that I was shooting in way over my head and I'm actually nowhere close to the end of my career. And I think moments of clarity like that really helps. Having people to reassure you, having people to talk to lean on, is something that has helped me a lot. And it instilled a little bit of the belief that I thought I'd lost. And that's what's carrying me through the season even now. And to be able to say that I actually went through a full season now with no niggles at all is one of the biggest achievements in the last 1 year, having come back from back to back joint injuries, muscle injuries, etc. I think in terms of people to credit for my return to sport has primarily got to be the club for reassuring me that I'm still somebody of value for the team, and the fact that they really want me back in the squad. Starting with the club, that started my process. Then obviously all the people who helped me through, which is the physios from RSF, the SLC coach, my coach Vaibhav, my coaches at Kemp also, Sudhakar sir, Mani sir, Suman, all of whom have been a part of that journey. Apart from the support staff itself, I think the biggest credit goes to my partner, because she's been through every step of the way in terms of talking me through my process of my career, etc. My parents have been great, because they were initially really scared in terms of even understanding what the injury is, and they thought that I'd come close but to the end of playing football. But to see them actually be more stronger than I was in this process, and actually reassure me that I can play, was something that was great for me to see. So I derived a lot of strength from people around me, and my support system has been fantastic. So these are primarily the people I'd like to credit, but then my friends always been there, always with that reassurance that I'm not done yet. I did have a pressure to perform, because I think coming back from an injury after having had a not so great IWL2 season, I had that pressure to perform, to prove, to get back on the pitch, to be a starter, to be a 90-minute player. But I think what I've learned, at least through this KWL, is to just trust the process and let things happen, because there will be moments where you get to shine. There are moments where it might be full of ups and downs, right? So you might have one great match and one really bad match, and then another great match again. So the idea is to trust the process and allow yourself to make mistakes so that you can grow as you play more and as you get more match experience. Like I said, I think to trust the process, as painful and hard as it may seem, especially those 5 a.m.s where you just want to curl up and you want to sleep, and but you choose to get up, you choose to make that extra drive to training, you choose to make those extra runs in training, and those painful moments that's where things changed, and that's what trusting the process means for me. And I think that's what I'm going to continue doing also till Kemp plays IWL2, and then hope to have a crazy season there as well.